What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy with Plus Unit Picks. Before anything, okay, hit that subscribe button right now and drop a like on the video, man. Seriously, show me some love. Real quick on the recap, because I need to, just keep it honest with you guys like I always do. Yesterday was a mixed bag, okay? I'm going to, break it down real quick. On the prop side, our VIP plays actually went 0-3. Yeah, we put up a goose egg, man. Sorry about that. I mean, I have to own that completely. 3 losses on props yesterday. And the one that hurt mostly was, the Warriors game. DeAndre Melton and Brandon Podziemski, they overperformed because Steph Curry underperformed, okay? So I thought playoff Steph, we were going to get a different version, but maybe he's kind of, starting to regress a little bit. He's not his old self. So that was unexpected, but is what it is. It's variance. We can't necessarily control that, but on the bright side, the good part, here's where it gets good. We went 3-0 overall on our sharp plays that I post. So a combination of those plays were MLB and NBA picks. So we went 2-0 on the MLB side. Those were all plus money odds. And then we cashed on the dogs for the NBA game with Orlando Magic going against the Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, they were plus money dogs, plus 120. And they totally blew those guys out of the gym. So anybody who follows my sharp plays knows that I love finding the value. And last night, the Magic, they delivered exactly. They did what they were supposed to do. So today is a massive NBA playoff Saturday, guys. Seriously, I have 3 plays on the slate I feel very locked in about. Sign up on the Winnable page. The link is in the description. It's also pinned in the comment section. So you can get those plays sent straight to your phone or your email the moment I drop them, guys. So you have to stay locked in to get them. All right. So with that being said, before we jump into the plays, if you're not going to tell these plays on Better, you're totally missing out. Better has a really good bonus by far across the industry right now. For any new user that signs up, they're going to get $200 and sign-on bonuses deposited into their account. The way you unlock that is you use my code +1 that you see here on the screen. That's PLUS1. You can also scan the QR code or go to your App Store or the Google Play Store. If you send me a screenshot to my phone number you see here, I will, using my code, showing that you use my code, I will get you 30 days free access to the Winnable page where you'll have basically full detailed plays of all my cards the moment I drop them, okay? So if you're already on Better, check out Novig. Novig also has an awesome bonus right now where if you sign up as a new user, you spend $5, you get $50 deposited into your account there to bet on, okay? My code there is PlusUnit. Use PLUSUNIT to unlock that code. You send me a screenshot to the phone number that you see. I will also unlock another 30 days for a VIP paid membership in my Winnable. Again, you'll get free access to all of my plays. So that's 2 platforms with 2 bonuses, free money on the table. Do not, do this the wrong way, guys. That's how you stack your bankroll, okay? All right, with that being said, we're going to move into the first play on the card. That's going to be the 2:30 game, which is Ayo Dosunmu, the Denver-Minnesota game. He's on the Minnesota side going against the Denver Nuggets. Kind of a rivalry in my opinion. So I'm going to take him on the over 10.5 points. So he's fully healthy. He's just cleared off the injury report ahead of game 1 today. This number, I think, is an absolute gift. Since being traded to Minnesota, he's averaged 14.4 points per game, nearly 4 points above the number. Before the trade with the Bulls, he was averaging 15 points per game. His season average, okay, is 14.8 points. So it's already well above 10.5. He just had 15 points in his last game against the Rockets before resting in the finale. The Rockets are a tough defensive team, as we know. So it's playoff basketball. I think he's going to get meaningful minutes in a major backcourt role for the T-Wolves. They've got AE. Anthony Edwards drawing a lot of defensive attention, so that's going to open it up. So he's going to have some good looks and get some opportunities to put up over 10.5 points. I'm serious. I'm pretty confident about that. So we're going to look at the numbers using the tool in outlier.bet. This is a great trending or a trend analysis tool based upon player props and opposing matchups. So if we look at the past 5 games, IO is clearing it. He's literally cleared it in 100% of the of his past 5 games. So 10.5, give me that all day. Over the last 10 games, he's cleared it at over 10.5 points in 100% of his games. And then over the past 20, it's at 85%. How the opposing team, the Denver Nuggets, defensively, how they match up against opposing shooting guards, they're bottom 10 in the league. Another high compelling stat line to bet on, guys. So lock that in as the first play of the free plays on the card. Then we're going to move on to the second play. That's going to be the 5 o'clock game, the Knicks versus the Hawks over in the Eastern Conference. I'm going to take Jalen Johnson. I'm actually going to fade him on assists at 7.5 assists on the under. Jalen, he's had a historic season, averaging about 8 assists per game, which is right at the number. But here's why I'm thinking he's going to go less, in order to fade him. His assist totals are widely inconsistent on a game-to-game basis. He had 6 assists against the Cavs, 5 assists against the Wizards, 4 assists against the Magic. So his season average includes massive outlier games and performances like 12 and 10 assists. So in a Game 1 playoff setting against the Knicks, it's one of the most, they're one of the most disciplined defensive teams in the league. So Johnson is going to face a tougher defensive scheme designed specifically to cut off his passing lanes. So the Knicks are going to make him score rather than create, I think. And that naturally limits the assist numbers. So less than 7.5, I think that's a sharp read there. We're going to dive into the numbers on Outlier real quick. And according to the past 5 games in Outlier, if you faded them, you would have cashed 80% of your tickets on the under on 7.5 assists. Over the past 10 games, you would have cashed 70% of your tickets, and over the past 20 games, it's less at 50%. But here's what I like the most. Opposing small forwards, how the New York Knicks defensively match up against opposing small forwards. They're top 6 in the league as far as allowing assists from opposing small forwards. So very strong stat line to bet on, so you guys should lock that in as your second pick on the free play card for the 3-man. And then the third and final pick is going to be Jaylen Brown, right? So that's the early game at 12 noon. The Celtics are going against their arch rival, arch nemesis, the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm going to take Jaylen on the over because this is playoff Jaylen, right? He's totally different. He's a totally different monster in the playoffs, MVP-like guy. So I'm taking him at over 31.5 points and rebounds. So Jaylen, like I said, I think he's the best player, right, on the Celtics team, arguably, right? You got Jason Tatum as well, but I think this number is well within his range. He's averaging 28.7 points and 6.9 rebounds, 35.6 points, rebounds, and assists on the season. So already at 4 points above the number on the season average. His recent stretch, it's absolutely elite. He had 43 points and 3 rebounds, 35 points and 9 rebounds, 31 points and 8 rebounds in back-to-back performances. So he has scored 25 or more in 10 straight games. He did sit the regular season finale with some Achilles. He was resting his Achilles. He had some issues with it. So he's fully expected to play in Game 1 today. And when he takes the court as the number 1 option for the Celtics, he goes off. I mean, he puts the team on his back. The Sixers are facing a completely different beast coming off, come playoff time, like as I had mentioned. So I think he's going to take care of business very easily there. Going to dive into the numbers. Let's see. Over the past 5 games, as I had mentioned, he was resting a bit in one of the games. I mean, resting his Achilles. But over the past 5 games, if you would have taken him, you would have cashed 60% of your tickets. Over the past 10 games, it's higher at 80%. And then over the past 20 games, it's at 70%. So those are some strong numbers, guys. The only game where the Celtics faced the Sixers, there were actually 2 games that Jaylen Brown, or 3 games that he played in. He cashed in 67% of those games this season where he played against the Sixers. So he's like a small forward slash, shooting guard. But I think he's going to be playing the 2-man today. So, if you look at the Sixers, how they, defensively match up against opposing shooting guards, they're bottom 6 in the league in points allowed, bottom 8 in rebounds allowed. So we've got every reason to lock this in as the third and final pick, seriously. So take that, guys. Just as a quick recap, we got Ayo Dosunmu in the 2:30 game in the Western Conference. We're gonna take the over 10.5 points. We're gonna take Jaylen Johnson. We're gonna fade him at 7.5 assists on the under, and then we're gonna take Jaylen Brown at 31.5 points and rebounds with the over. Guys, don't forget to check out Better and use my code +1. Don't forget to check out Novig and use my code +unit. Okay. Unlock those bonuses. Let me know that you signed up with my code. I'll get you free access to my winnable, and you'll get all of my plays, like sharp plays, prop plays, all of that, guys. Stay locked in. But that's pretty much going to do it. Those are my official plays. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like down below in the comments, what you're going to tell versus what you're going to fade. And I wish you guys the best of luck, guys. Playoff Saturday, baby. See you later.